Hello everyone, welcome back. This is going to be episode 4 of our Legendary Vampire Counts campaign with Total War Warhammer. I am the Strategy Professor. Okay, so last episode, you should definitely check that out if you didn't. We had a couple of fantastic manual fights, especially at the very end. We had an epic 1 versus 6 or something that we ended up pulling out of nowhere. I seriously thought we were going to lose that fight. So I forgot before I just started recording this episode. I forgot to go figure out the hotkey for the trees. I have tried to find it before on Google. If you guys know, please write it in the commentary. I know that Joey and some of those CA developers on a stream one time mentioned that you could do some kind of hotkey to remove the trees or to make them see-through or something like that. But I cannot find how to do it. So if you guys know, please leave me a comment, because that was there were 2 things that went really bad in that last fight, and one of them was that I could not see through the trees, so I couldn't micromanage correctly. I couldn't flank around. I couldn't see which units were priority units or anything like that. The second one was that too many units moved too far away from my Vampire Lord, so they lost the bonus that he gives out for leadership, which is substantial because all these units have such low leadership rather. So they have 39 leaderships. That's almost nothing. So, you know, it's just important to I think keep your vampires centralized around someone who gives out that leadership bonus. And I didn't do that. So those are the 2 things that went wrong. We pulled it out, but it certainly was not a clean fight, and we could have done much better, I believe. So, all right, it's still the end of the turn here. So what can we do? Okay, so Manfred still has some moves left. So I just wiped out the other faction at the end of the last episode. So I have a couple of options here. I could come down and take out Schwarzenhofen. They are very low on the totem pole, though. If we look at... where are they? Okay, so they're ranked 44, so they're getting a few more units. They were ranked 50-something a little bit ago. How am I ranked 32? I'm just curious, because I feel like I'm pretty strong right now. I have 2 full provinces. I mean, I guess a lot of this army just got wiped out, so that probably figures into the calculation somewhat. But we raised dead. We can't hire because we had to dash to get back onto our property. So, I mean, if they want to come... well, if they get a fresh lord and then come down and fight us without healing, that would be interesting. I think we could probably win, especially if it's a goblin lord and not an orc lord. But it would be a little scary. So, I don't know. But the question is, okay, so we can go down here and take out Schwarzenhofen or whatever. I think these orcs should keep the dwarves busy for a little bit. That's a 16 stack, so I think they can keep them busy. So what I could do, if I dashed, well, the dash is not that much further, it's a little bit further. What I could do is dash over here, and then we could make a run at Karak Kadrin. Siege it, take this, and then come up and take this area over here. There's not much snow here, so there's not going to be a ton of attrition. So that's positive. Or we could come down and take out Schwarzenhofen or whatever, and then take out the dwarves after that. We can't go this way yet. We're not ready for that until we get the Crypt Horrors. So this is looking to be pretty good because it's relatively undefended. Let's see how strong they are. They're not very strong, I don't think. There's 36, so they probably have a couple of armies somewhere. Who are they at war with? Why aren't they home? Okay, so they're at war with the Red Eye, so there's a good chance they have an army over here knocking on their door. So... decisions. I'm more worried about these goblins coming back and taking out my town than I am about the dwarves coming down and taking this out, or than I am about Schwarzenhofen coming over and taking me out. I would like to complete this province, but I just feel like positionally this is the larger threat area because of these orcs rather than this, because they're not going to take this out in 1 turn. They're going to have to siege it for a couple of turns. So I think taking this place is going to be better, and if we're going to commit to that, then I think we want to go ahead and start getting some vampiric corruption going on over there. So let's just go ahead and run over there.
Fine. Let me channel it.
I can also throw this guy in an army. I should have probably done that. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should dash Manfred over to here so I can heal up in this town, and then I should have thrown the Vampire Lord in with Manfred.
I will not
Probably won't make a huge difference. He's not that combat effective. I really need to get to Master of the Undead before he's even really that useful. And that's not until rank 4, so it's not that bad. Okay, so I think this is going to be it for this turn. Let me just look at the buildings again. Once again, we're just kind of hanging out, waiting until we can get to tier 3 before we upgrade this. I think, let me see here. I think that's it. Western Sylvania. So it was 390 last time, I think. Now it's 220, so it does heal up slowly over time. So this is fine. I mean, I don't really need to do anything here right now. Just hanging out. Growth's pretty low, but whatever, that's fine. I can't really afford to pay for that much more, because it's going to cost us quite a lot. As soon as we hit level 3, we're going to have to start upgrading a lot of these buildings, like 3 of them, and it's probably going to cost us, you know, 12,000 dark magic or something, so... Okay, I think we're good there. Let's look at diplomacy. We're still unreliable, so I don't think anyone's going to do anything with us. Just see if they want peace. No. Just check for peace on a few of these guys. We just beat up the Red Eye, so they don't want peace. Secessionists. Nah, I don't think there's anything going on here. Let's go ahead and call it a turn. It's repairing by itself. That's fine. Okay, so the Red Eye burrowed over here. Alright, so the dwarves took out Berekvar. That's pretty cool. Huh. Another count has approached us. Okay. We get plus 10 with Schwarzenhofen if we defeat a force belonging to any of these factions. We're not at war with any of them right now. Well, we will be with Zufbar soon. They have 7 turns. Okay, that's interesting. How are they looking right now? We'd get plus 10, which is not a ton. No, it's not going to matter. They already don't like us for great power. It's not really going to matter. I mean, we could try to do like a trade agreement or something with them, but I just...
pleasure to welcome.
No. It doesn't matter. We're going to take them out. I mean, it's a cute quest, but... I think it would be cool if they just had some vampires somewhere else on the map that you could actually do diplomacy with, so like if there were vampires over here. Maybe there are, and I just don't know about them. But that would be pretty cool. But the fact that you pretty much... it sets you up to where it's optimal to take them all out really early is kind of sad. But I don't like attacking people of my own kind. Let's see, can we actually attack this guy this turn? I think we can. No, we cannot.
We shall rise.
So that guy got a new goblin.
Who shall we destroy?
So
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
my territory extends to right here, so I could walk over there and still make some more units. Can I raise the dead?
This better be important.
This is still my territory also, I believe. Yep, this line right here.
I'll ignore that.
These guys are kind of raising up, but they're fine.
This night. Ready.
So, and Karak Kadrin doesn't have an army that's there right now. We've looked before. They only have 8 units, none of which are very high tech. So I think we can probably take this. Let's see. So we don't need to save money buying stuff. Just looking at our growth here. So we have 90 growth now. That's really nice. About to finish this up. We'll probably get another growth building. So yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and move over here. I think we can just take this with 2 things. We might have to manual resolve it. I mean, we'll see how hard it's going to be to auto resolve it. But we should crush them with the Vargulf and Manfred. And if they don't have a lord there, it should be pretty straightforward. Alright, so let's go ahead and...
Your wish, master.
We could even throw the Necromancer into one of these armies if we want to. I'd like to get him just in that territory, though. Let me see.
poor mausoleums to
Okay, so he can get into their territory. What does this do if I try to get him? What is this? Okay, it lets me assault the unit for 45. How much? For 303. Or assassinate. So I can do both. Oh, his base chance is 25. I thought it'd be 35. Wow. So that's pretty low. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But I will move over there just to create some public order problems. And just maybe get a little bit of visibility.
March!
Just to kind of see if we get some more vision of where the army might be. So I'm just going to go ahead and deploy. It doesn't do anything to the dwarves, obviously. They don't use magic, but it just will give him a little bit of experience.
Come, impress me.
So let's walk up here. Hopefully dwarves don't just like run in right now.
No, I'll not walk into daylight. Move!
Alright, yeah, let's buy him. Manfred has all the bonus stats for him, so we'll get him with him. We can also hire, I think. Probably don't need that much. If anyone needs anything, it's probably this guy. So let's hire with this guy. So let's get him 2 more bats. These are kind of expensive, but having that poison debuff is nice. So that upkeep's pretty expensive. Let's just do skeletons. Yeah, so a little bit tougher than zombies, but still at a reasonable price. I don't think we're going to have a huge fight. We might if dwarves just show up there magically next turn, but okay, so we don't need anything in Templehof. That's healing up. We don't need anything here for at least 2 more turns. And I think our diplomacy is still pretty trash. Yep. Let's call it a turn. Pretty quick turns here.
Speak thy words, and pray to thine pitiful little gods.
Is this guy just going to declare war on us or what? Or does he want a non... Okay, he's declaring war on me. Interesting. Okay, buddy. What you got for me? I mean, I'm the one sitting right next to your capital. Oh, look at this tomfoolery. So he baited me over there so that he could come in. Okay, so I'm going to have to get a 3rd lord for this. What did that say? I got distracted. What does this mean? Power reserve plus 10. All local armies. Where? At Fort... Wherever? Where is that? Okay. So this guy has a small sort of expeditionary force. But it's still enough to take down one of these buildings that don't have a garrison, so... I can't run over here to get him.
Get at me!
It's pretty annoying. I mean, I guess I can start sieging with this guy, because it's going to take a couple of turns, I think, to siege. So then I could run down with the other one. I could run right here. Now, he might still be able to run around over here, but I think because of the zone of control, I don't think he's going to be able to run over here. He'll have to try to take on Castle Drakenhof, which he can't do that. Or he'll have to try to take me here if I run into there. Or he could try to take this place. He can't do that either. So his only option is going to be... His only options are Waldenhorf and Eschen. Okay, so let's just... Get another skeleton with Manfred. And then let's just see...
Kill them. Raise them.
how long we have on this siege. Okay, so we could theoretically do it next turn, and we can actually just auto-resolve it with Manfred. I think that's a fair auto-resolve. It's probably going to hurt the Vargulf quite a lot. They don't have that many advanced units. They have the gunners, and these are really good. But I can use bats to tie those up. They don't have a lord here, so that's really important to keep in mind. They don't have a lord. So they don't have a lord, and I can just amble up with these zombies, soak all the shots, and just climb the walls with these skeletons, and then just Manfred and the Vargulf will just obliterate all of these guys. Because they don't have a lord, like they don't have any way to deal damage. I might just manually resolve it anyways. Now the Vargulf can't actually climb up the wall, but he can go knock down the gate at the front. And they just have so much regeneration, and with Manfred, I'm going to just be able to heal him up even more. I can just climb walls and just tie all these guys up with, you know, all of my units, and then Manfred can just probably go in and just solo these guys. So yeah, I mean, I might manual resolve it, just so my Vargulf doesn't get as hurt. Because I don't care if any of this stuff dies. The only things that matter here are the Vargulf, Manfred, and if I lost the bats, that would be annoying, but I can replace that. All this stuff doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll continue the siege. So next turn we should be able to do that. So I think we can solo that. I can also put this guy in there if I want to. If I just want to give him some experience, I might do that. I mean, why not? So help him level up a little bit faster. It should still, let me make sure, I just want to test this and see. It should still increase the Chaos Corruption here, so, or the Vampiric Corruption. Let's see here, so characters are 2.
Who shall we
So let me join up here.
Necropolis awaits.
I hunt.
Alright, so we're still getting characters or 2, right? Yes, so he can be embedded and it still will give extra corruption. I don't know why Zufbar is still getting extra corruption though, so characters 3. I don't know why they're still getting extra corruption there, I just really can't explain it. Other than if it's this place just naturally spreads corruption, let me see. Jason, public order. I don't see anything that says that it does. No. Yeah, I really don't know. Wait, what is this? Okay. I don't know. I can't explain it, guys, but they're taking -3. So, and this didn't happen in the other campaign. I'm almost positive this didn't happen because it was at 0% when I went over there, and I was really struggling to try to find out how to get extra vampiric corruption over there. So, maybe they did one of those bargains or something where they get extra cash to start off with, and it gives them vampiric corruption and chaos corruption. Maybe that's what it is. Is there chaos corruption up also? Where's the chaos? I just see the vampiric. They must not have any chaos. I can't explain it. I mean, it must have just been some event or something where they just agreed to do that. Okay, I can't raise dead. But I think this should be more than enough to clean these guys up. So let's just go. We can get here in 1 turn, actually, without having to run.
Follow me.
We get over here to hire a couple units. Just get, we're fine on bats. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just get, skeletons and 2 zombies. Just to use our, hiring ability. We could get these, but I just don't see a huge fight. Actually, we are going to go down and take out these guys soon, Schwarzenhofen. But we don't need to do that just yet. It only takes 1 turn to hire them. So there's really not a lot of point to just eating that upkeep cost for such a long time. Zombies are a good hedge. They're just meat you can throw in there. And they're only 53 upkeeps. That's really cheap. Okay, I think this will do it. Next turn, we'll be able to start our surplus. Oh, we can't actually upgrade these. So we can't upgrade this. Now I want to wait on the Necromancer to like walk back into my territory next turn and make this cheaper, just to save some money. So I could do the growth, which would still be another 20% growth, so it's still very worthwhile to get growth. Or I could do the cash. So 100 on 1900 is not, that's like 5% extra income. It's not great right now. We don't need this. Is this good? Yes, but are we going to upgrade this to level 3 anytime soon? Probably not. So I think we might just do this, but let's just wait until next turn. That'll save us 75, and then this will be 200. So it'll be 275 saved if we wait a turn. There's really no rush to get these Vargeist either. Not yet, because we're not going to be... We're only going to need that once we start fighting these dwarves, probably. We don't need that just yet. We're still a couple turns away. So I think we can wait. I mean, it will slow us down a little bit on the growth. We're basically... Well, I might just go ahead and get this. So we're basically saving 75 black magic for 20 growth. That 20 growth can be a big deal, potentially. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and make this, but I will wait on this. There's no reason to go ahead and do that right now. So we'll just wait till we get a little closer. Maybe 1 or 2 more turns. See how this dwarf expedition pans out. Okay. We're still looking bad diplomatically. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, they actually went up in ranking a lot. Did they take territory? I don't know, but now I'm kind of scared they're going to come back and beat me down. It says they're way up here. Well, that's their capital, and this is my capital. I don't know. Sifbar has problems. Empire don't want anything to do with me. I wish there was more diplomacy that was possible with the vampires, because I kind of like doing that. There's a lot of interesting diplomacy in the orc campaign, and then lots of pretty good stuff going on in the dwarf campaign too in terms of diplomacy. So if you like more diplomatic stuff, check those series out. But we just can't do that much here. Other than get peace? No. Kislev is at war with Varg. So I could buy war with Varg, but those things are pretty strong, I feel like, early on. I don't think I want to shake that up yet. Okay. Alright, let's just call our turn. We're about to get our vampiric corruption, I think, too. Where are these clowns going? Like, they're just trying to get me to follow them? Where can they hit reasonably? I don't think they can hit Eshin from there. They're taking attrition. They can't hit this place. They can't hit this place. Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do. Who else are they at war with? They're just trying to, like, bait me and get me to run away. Okay, so they only have 1 settlement left. So that means the dwarves took one of these settlements over here. That's where they are. They're at war with me and Karak Kadrin. They want peace.
Stay away.
Okay, they might want peace. Let's see if I can get peace with them.
Say.
Okay, so I'm improving a little bit trust-wise. Okay, so I don't think they are in range to deal with this. So
My will alone.
I think I'm just going to run up here.
This will do.
Is this really necessary, though? What are my other options? So I could come over here and start messing with these guys. I am leaving home base pretty unprotected, but I could make a ward and hire stuff pretty quickly if I need to.
Hand me my sword.
I also need to... Okay, that's... So I definitely want the vampire guy over here in my territory, because that's going to save 400 black magic.
Obliterate.
I mean, having this extra stack would make it a lot easier for auto-resolve, if I just want to do that. I think you guys would like a manual fight, though. We still have plenty of time in this episode, and I suspect the dwarves are going to come back down and knock on our door. But... So who could hit us? Zifbar could declare war and hit us. Schwarzenhofen could hit us. How's Swartz looking? They're getting stronger, for sure. But not that much stronger. They still... Well, they have 2 settlements. Where's their other settlement? Did they take, like... They must have taken... Like this. Does Zifbar still have 3 settlements? So far has 2, so that means that Schwarzenhofen or whatever took this one up here on this ridge right here. They're expanding out, so I need to go deal with them soon before they get too strong. But I also want this dwarf place.
Wipe them out.
The real question is, what's he going to do this turn? I can't take Schwarzenhofen by myself. I can't do these by myself. I don't need to be here for public order purposes, really. Why is this still negative? It's the instability. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, so I just really can't do anything else productive with this guy other than support this army, so let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, so let's see here. Where is it? It's not letting me click on it, so I need to be within his zone of control, so like right here.
Attack. Destruction.
It's giving me about the same odds. So I think I'm just going to auto-resolve this, just because, I mean, I have 20, what is this, 27, 32 units against their 8. They don't have any lords. I have 2 lords and a Vargulf. It just better not kill the Vargulf, is all I'm saying. So this would just be a slaughter. Like I said, I would just fly over with the bats, tie up all their artillery. Now I have 4 bats with the supporting bats. Tie up all of these guys. Yes, they're decent melee fighters, but it's going to take them a long time to get through these bats. I have 48 melee defense. It's going to buy more than enough time for me to just scale the wall with skeletons and Manfred and this other vampire lord. I mean, you saw how strong this guy was against goblins. It's just so hard to kill them through all that regeneration. So, yeah, you've got these 2 guys up here. I could just do it with 4 bats and those 2 vampire lords, probably. Just tie up these guys, send everyone else in here, and these guys would die. So, I mean, the towers aren't a huge deal. My guys regenerate, and or they're worthless. So it's either it's going to hit zombies, and I don't care, or it's going to hit people that matter, and they're going to regenerate. So I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Let's see how much damage it does to the Vargulf. I really hope it's not a lot. Ooh, actually.
Hold on.
Before I make a decision there, let me look at this building. So okay, so it's just a level 2 with an ale store. So I think it's going to knock it down to a level 1 no matter what. So I should just do a loot and occupy, and I'll just get a level 1 empty place, most likely.
Destroy them. Kill them. Raise them.
All right, please don't kill one with Vargulf. Oh God, why? Why? I'm just going to have to manual resolve these fights because it just puts way too much damage on things that matter. Like, there is no way Manfred and this Vargulf would take that much damage. There is no way that much damage would stick on them. They would heal through BuzzFeed. Did this guy even go into the fight? I mean, these guys are unscratched. Yeah, so I'm just going to have to manual resolve basically everything, which will be fine. You guys will get to see more battles, but I mean, the way they play this, they must... I mean, I feel like even if I just straight up ran at the wall with the Vargulf and Manfred, I didn't do any zombie tanking, nothing like that. Just ran at the wall and just climbed it and just ran the Vargulf right into the middle of the town, I would still not take this much damage. Because of the regeneration. But anyways, okay, well, I should have just manual resolved it anyways. Alright, what do we get? And they're not going to give us much. I mean, I could sack it. That's going to tear up the building, though, probably. And that means that it's going to take at least 500 to repair the building, 400 or 500. So this loot and occupy is probably worth it. It might give us a building. I don't think so. But I'm just going to go ahead and loot and occupy. So at least my guys are going to heal up for a little bit. Alright.
This night.
Oh, because he occupied, it's not going to give him... It's not going to let him move this turn either, even though he's an agent. Ooh. That's annoying. So, that's going to cost me about 400 black magic. Because I'm not delaying this, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. It's fine. This can wait for a little bit. This can also wait for 2 turns. Okay. Then once I finish that, then I'm going to build, going to upgrade this. So that's going to be 5,000. I have to build this ancient armory. Let's see. Yeah, those are okay. So I definitely have to build this. Upgrade this. This is 9,000. 13,000. So I'm looking at 13,000 right here, and then I'm going to want to upgrade this probably. It's going to be 15,000. So I need 15,000 saved up, and then I could save 1,500 by doing this. Oh, I also have to buy this. That's 17,000. So I could save 1,700 by getting my vampire guy in the middle there. So I need 15,300 to cover all that. Excuse me. Okay. All right, very good. So I'm at 14,000. So it feels like I have a lot, but I do not, considering the things that I want to do here in a couple of turns. You always want to be planning ahead, not just on the turn that you're on, but several turns down the line. All right, we're maxing out Dark Pact for reasons I've discussed. You know, I'm really thinking that this actually may not be that bad. War of Dark Majesty. Just because, as we saw last episode, when your lord gets separated from the minions, then there's a lot of problems. You lose that bonus, which is quite substantial. So that means extra 40% aura size would be very nice. It's because we have so many units that just take up so much space most of the time that having that extra aura would be pretty nice. It's not a super high priority, but it's something we might pick up down the road. I think once we finish this, then we're going to go ahead and transition over here and grab Walking Dead, because now we're going to start building Graveguard and Crypt Horrors pretty soon. So we want to be ready for that. So after one more point here, then we'll get this, and then we will transition over and get Walking Dead. Alright.
My blood now calls.
Same deal. Where are we here? I think we're at Unliving Host. Yeah, we're still going to have tons of zombies and skeletons for quite a while, so we'll just go ahead and get that. It's just really cheap to get them. Okay, and then I don't want this guy taking attrition. Now, is he giving extra vampiric? I don't think he is by being here. No, it's just the main Necromancer guy. Okay, so let's just go ahead and step back onto my property so that I don't take attrition. Alright, and we're getting a negative 45. So we didn't get any buildings, we didn't get anything. We just got some cash, it's fine. What is this? Tangled Vine Patch. Okay, not really useful. So no gold here, unfortunately. I could get a ghost fence. I don't think so. I think we just want to go for the growth right now, and then get to Balefire Brazier once we get to level 2. I think that's the plan. I don't think we're going to need to recruit a ton here. If we need to recruit things, we can just, you know, buy one of these at level 1. That should be fine. Now, we could actually buy this and once we get to level 2, level this up. Now, I'm wondering, I'm not sure. I mean, I'll have to research and figure this out, but this is something I need to know for all the campaigns. But if you have a prerequisite building like this ancient armory, do you have to have that in every town to also build this structure? But it also says it just allows the recruitment of these units. So does that mean if I just have like one of these in my entire empire, that it would allow me to recruit these here? I'm not sure. We can test and find out. I feel like they're going to make you have this and this in the exact same place to do it. But I'm not 100% about that. Because I know that if you have something like this, and it says, enables hero recruitment vampire. I know that if you are somewhere else in the empire, you can still make these. So I could click on anywhere in the empire, and just click vampire, and it would let me hire a vampire. Even if this isn't the exact province that has this, I think it'll still let me hire a vampire. So it might be the same way with this. You might only need one of these in your whole empire. I'm not 100% about that. This says unit experience for infantry recruits. That's obviously only for this province. So I don't know. I think you have to have this in the province to also get this, but it's just something to consider, something I'll think about, see if I can find an answer for. But I suspect you will have to have both buildings in the same province to get it, and not just one per empire. Because usually if it's something that's one per empire, it'll say something like faction-wide. Yeah, like 8% research rate, faction-wide. And this just has local recruitment capacity +1. So I think the heroes are just kind of a special case. Anyways, so what do we want here? I think we just want the growth building. Alright, so that's that. We started this. This is unnecessary. We don't need to upgrade these just yet. Wait on that. We don't need anything over here. And our place is fully healed, so there we go. Now we could upgrade this if we want to. Is there anything useful here that I can build? Gold. Oh, we can get wood, which is not great. Not great, because we can't trade it. Although it is just 600. Is that here or Swartzen? I think it's just here. So it is just 600 to get 100 income. That's probably worth it. So maybe we do just want to go ahead and upgrade this. It's a pretty small cost. It gives you lots of bonuses. I think so. Let's just do that. Go ahead and upgrade this one level. Now, you know, we are going to need a lot of money here in a few turns. 4 turns, we're going to definitely need some cash. But I think we can swing that. That'll be fine. And that helps us generate cash eventually, which is something that we need. I mean, if we have to, like I said, we can start selling some of these. We don't necessarily need these buildings. They're just kind of nice to have around. So we could generate an extra 600, 1,200. The reason we don't need them is because they're right next to one of our major recruitment centers. So we could just step over the line and recruit some more stuff. It's nice to have, but it's not necessarily do or die. Alright. Oops. Oh, they have 2 more provinces, huh? What? How'd they get more? Okay, so they've started going down here, it looks like. Interesting. So they must have taken this, and then they came down and took this. Or no, this is their capital, and they stepped up and took this. That's what happened. Okay. I think that's gonna be it. Let me see. Okay, I don't want to go to war with Karak Kadrin. That's the group of dwarves that just like came all just like beeline straight for me through all this stuff and showed up with a 20 stack on my door in the other campaign. Maybe we can buy neck snappers from these guys. Let's
Greetings
see.
on behalf of the Empire. Now, what brings you
I
here?
don't think so,
with a
but maybe they've changed
blade?
their mind over the last few turns. Let's just try 300. You know. No, not happening. Okay, so this untrustworthy. We're just really not going to be able to do anything for a little bit. It was already hard enough. All right, it's fine. And let me check this out. Oh, I thought we just finished this. I guess not. I guess we finished this. I don't know. I thought something finished. Maybe I'm just crazy. I guess we want this and then this. Okay, next turn. We're just flying through these turns. Okay, so they are dealing with Schwarzenhofen. They just attacked them. It looks like I can sack their main settlement. What are these guys doing? Are they raiding us or what? Okay, I'm embedded. So, oh, that was part of a quest, actually. I forgot about that. Okay, sweet. Okay, so I got that. What's the next part? Oh no, I hate this. They have this with the dwarves also, where it just like jacks your money. If you ever get to 10,000, it takes 5,000 of it. Obviously, I really don't want that to happen right now because I need to buy things, like a lot of things, and I do not have a lot of income, so this is just catastrophic. I wish I could just cancel this quest. Or I wish you could opt into it. Like, just, you'd have to check something and pay the 10,000. And don't be fooled, this says at the start of your turn. But in the Dwarf campaign, I was deliberately trying to play around this. And I won a battle. I was like in the 9,000, so I won a battle and went into the 10,000 something during the middle of my turn. And I was just going to spend that money to drop back below 10,000. But in the middle of my turn, it said quest completed and took 5,000. So, I don't know. I do not like those kind of quests at all. Because you don't...
Strategic overview.
It's really hard to deal with it. Yeah, we just saw this. What? We just read that. Hold on. Oh my gosh. So we got money, and it took our... It went ahead and took 5,000. Okay. Alright, so I need to get... need to get a Banshee now. Well, we're already working towards the Banshee, so that's good. Well, we have more money than I thought we would. Why do we... We must have got some kind of bonus money from something. So these guys are raiding us now. They want peace. I really don't want to chase them around the map. This is where I really miss the orcs and the greenskins, because they have that tunneling mechanic, and you can use that to chase down enemy factions that are doing these kind of guerrilla tactics too. You can challenge them to a deathmatch underground, and it's awesome. I do that successfully quite a few times in the Dwarf campaign, particularly, I guess, around episodes, what am I on, like 20 or something like that, when I release those. You'll see there's quite a few really cool tactics with that. Just look under the timestamp tabs that I put up. If you don't want to watch all of the episode, obviously I wish you would, but if you don't, just look under the timestamp tabs. You can see things where I'll say like awesome underground fight, or something to that effect, good tunnel fight, and you can see when I do some of these tactics. Okay, what else is going on here? Okay, I was gonna look for the these red eyes here. Now we have one province left. They're really low.
This is
okay,
bad news.
let's just get peace with them,
Poke out your eye.
just so I don't have to mess with them, and they might give us money. I think I can go 10 turns without killing them. I have other things I can do. Okay. Alright, good. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about them probably for 10 turns. So let me write that down. So what turn are we on? Let me see. On turn 11, so turn 21. Equals... Or turn 31, peace. Okay, so I can't attack them until turn 31 unless I want to lose my diplomatic standing, which really doesn't matter. As we saw earlier, it's not a huge difference. If I need to go kill them, I can, but ideally I could wait just a little bit before I go over here and take them out. They're like right here. Yeah. Alright, I don't think I really want to step up to these dwarves just yet. Like, I want those crypt horrors before I do that. And there's still a few turns off. Okay, so he leveled up. You get Prime Mover. This will give us an extra 10% discount on buildings. And let's just step like... Where do we want to go next? So we cannot go mess with these dwarves just yet. I think our next target is Schwarzenhofen. I think they just got... Yeah, they just got sacked. So I think we should be able to go down there and clean them up. We can take this over here also. Get a foothold of Undead Corruption going, and then we can maybe try to take Zufbar. By the time we work around and get all this done, we should be in business for Crypt Horrors, I hope. Now, why am I so negative on Public Order? Raiding and instability. Okay, well the raiding should stop next turn.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, I really don't want to go up and mess with these dwarves just yet. They might come down and mess with me, but I'll make them commit to that. So 2 turns. I need to build this in 2 turns. So we can wait 1 more turn. It's also going to take 2 turns. So we can wait 1 more turn, get some more vampiric corruption going on here. I think, how's the, let me see, lack of corruption is -13, -21. Okay, so the military presence is giving 19. So I don't think we can leave this region with everybody, because we're gonna have a public order problem. So let's just leave with von Karstein. We can just hang out with the Necromancer for a second. So let's just run down here. How far can we run? Really? That's as far? It's the same length. What? Why? Oh, never mind, never mind. Sorry, I'm blind. Okay, so we're just gonna run and get to like right here.
Strike out.
So it should give us even more regeneration. Yeah, that's a ton of regeneration. Then, oh, dang it, I meant to leave this guy behind to add the extra corruption in there. Ah, dang it. Guess that was a mistake. Let me go ahead and just start moving him back up here.
Find me, Charles.
Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and deploy him, and then next turn... Yeah, so we're going to deploy him. Next turn we can buy the buildings. Then we can move up here, get some corruption, then we can move back and buy the buildings again. So it sounds convoluted, but it all makes sense in my mind. You'll see it. It'll make sense when we do it. Okay, and now we're going to get a rebellion in a couple of turns. Do I need to... It's going to be an 8-sack rebellion, but it's probably going to be dwarves, so it's probably going to be in for a bad time. So what can we hire here? These guys might be good against dwarves. Let's just get one of them just for the debuff. And then... Okay, so raised dead zombie is 375. Oh, really? It's always... I never even noticed it's that much more expensive. The 375. So I should not be raising dead that much. I just assumed it was pretty much the same cost. But... Oh, that's not a zombie. That's a... Sorry, that's a skeleton spearman. Dwarves don't have... any large. No, they don't have any large. So I think it's going to be dwarves that spawn here. It could be orcs, but it's probably dwarves, so we don't really need these guys. They're really only that, like, very efficient when you're fighting large units. Otherwise, they're just kind of expensive. So let's just hire, hire Wraith, hire Skeleton, and maybe one more Bat. Just in case they have 3 ranged. And this should be fine, I think, for defending against a rebellion. So we're gonna do that, and then we just might get a couple more zombies or something next turn. All right, so I think this is gonna be it for this turn. And the next turn is when we're buying all the stuff. I think we're buying a lot of it. Yeah. Don't need to upgrade these. That's just way too much money. You get very little extra growth. You do get an extra recruitment capacity, which is really nice. So maybe in the future, but not right now. We just don't have that much money. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn. Okay, so he's probably just going to run home. That's fine. Okay, so we got a rebellion next turn. That's alright. Okay, so before we move with that Necromancer, we need to go ahead and buy all the buildings that we need to buy. Then we can move him, get the corruption, and then the turn after that, then we can move back and buy some more. Then that way we're getting a little bit of... We're just maximizing the amount of corruption we can get. And then when we need to stick him back over here for a discount on buildings, then we can do that. Okay, so it should be a 20% discount right now, because we put that point into the extra discount, so it should be pretty nice. Yeah, so instead of 2,000, it's only 1,600, so that's quite nice. Okay, so definitely this. So we can get to those crypt guards. Vargeist would be nice. Great against dwarves. And we don't need to upgrade this. So it's just those 2 for now. So kind of pricey. But I think we can handle it. And we're going to move to right here.
Strike out.
What do you want?
Just to get a little bit of extra corruption in this province. We're working the growth here. This is not the #1 priority, but it would be nice to get to level 2 so that I can get that corruption building. This place is earning me almost 200 gold a turn, so it's still useful, even if it's just sitting there, not doing a whole lot right now. Okay, so let's just recruit a bit more here. So 300, does it normally cost 300? Okay, so it does cost the same to just hire with the raised debt option. But we'll just hold on to these for now. And let's hire just some zombies. It's pretty cheap, just extra fodder in the army. Everything else is fine. Alright, let's see. Temple Hoff, almost got this leveled up. I think we were just going to get the money building, the wood or something. I don't remember exactly what we were doing over here. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're just going to get this wood building. Now, level 3, what is this? For all, okay, so that's all of these things. This is going to be, that's going to be really nice later on. The Vargeist, the Vargulf, and the Terrorgeist. That Vargulf is a beast, as we've seen. He's really nice. But I mean, you don't want a ton of these guys in your army, but just having like a couple would be really nice. They don't get a lot of buffs from things that we've seen in terms of skills and other stuff. At least not that I've seen. Okay, I think that's it. We're just kind of playing the waiting game, just press and go here. Let me... Which is okay, I guess. I mean, I wish we could do more diplomacy. We just can't. Like,
do not sully my presence.
The aversion plus strength modifier, great power modifier is just way too much. Like, you just cannot do any. This is even worse than the orcs. At least with the orcs, there's a ton of other orcs that you can, you know, potentially confederate with or do like interesting things with.
Words from that.
Let me see if Swartzen will confederate with me. I don't think so. No. I could get some fresh wars going if we wanted to.
I could.
No. Nope. No one wants to deal with me right now because I'm unreliable. Okay, that's fine. Hey, I got 1,500 gold, I think, for being unreliable. And none of these guys would have given me anywhere close to that. Okay. So we're going to have to deal with that very soon. So they're taking out Schwarzenhofen. Oh, we actually got an orc rebellion, huh? Okay, so they actually took some attrition too. That's interesting. Alright.
What?
So we don't want to put the Necromancer in our army because we could have him sit here for one more turn. I mean, I guess we could put him in the army if we wanted to.
Ready?
We're gonna add... Yeah, I think we're gonna manual resolve this. Well, I mean, I guess we could auto-resolve it. I mean, the only problem with that, it may not even give us odds, because it really disrespects the zombies, even though we have them upgraded a little bit. What does this guy bring to the table, though? Like, he doesn't do anything. He can fight in melee, but he's not going to regenerate. He doesn't do a ton of damage. He might just die. I just don't really see a lot of benefit to bringing him along. So let's just go ahead and attack here. Okay, so we have about 5 minutes. We haven't done a manual fight yet. I said I want to do a manual fight every time. And I really don't know how we're going to get to these archers, honest. Oh, we have bats. Never mind. Problem solved. We have bats to run them down. Okay, let's just manual resolve this. That's why you guys can see a good fight. Since I didn't do one at Karak Kadrin, we'll go ahead and do one right here. I should have done one at Karak Kadrin, although my Vargulf has healed up since then, so it's not, you know, the end of the world, but start deployment. let's go ahead and so put. I've been putting these guys as 3. Put these guys as 2. Just remember the ghouls are in there and try to flank around with them. Then we'll put these guys are my special ops. We'll make them 9. We want to match them up with the wolves. So stay out of the woods. Holy cow! Stay out of the woods. After last episode. Okay. So zombies first, as usual. And we'll bring in the skeletons to flank around, especially with these ghouls. We'll use the bats to try to neutralize their main guy, or their wolf rider archer people. And then we want to try to find where there's spears. Here we go. So they're wolf riders. We want them to fight these. They have charge defense, actually. I didn't notice that. So we actually want them to charge into us. And we'll absorb all of that, and they won't gain any benefit from their charge. I don't think there's a special stance we have to press for that. It won't let us set the formation, so let's just go ahead. No. So in Attila, you had to at least do Testudo with the Western Roman Empire. That's actually the only thing that I played, was the Western Roman Empire. That campaign took quite a long time, but it was awesome. If you haven't played Attila yet, definitely go give it a try. I think the city stuff is a little more complicated. In fact, a lot more complicated than Warhammer, although I think the combat for Warhammer itself is much more interesting. There's just such a great variety of units and strategies you can use. But Attila's still awesome. Great game, lots of historical connections, so definitely go check that out if you haven't tried that. If you're new to the Total War franchise and you just want to, you know, see what else is out there, definitely check out Attila. I was definitely a big fan of that. Definitely. Using a lot of definitelys. So let's see here. So I kind of need the bats to take out normal archers too, but whatever. I can just use Manfred on those, or whatever, my guy here on these. What is this? Okay, so missile parry, defense. I've got a bunch of extra things, so I haven't even really noticed. Okay, don't chase those guys. You're not gonna get them. Alright, get my special ops in here and take these guys out if I can. Or just shamble over there towards these guys. Alright, let's get in there. Their main ward wants to fight me, that's fine. Let's go ahead and surround him. Just gonna chase him out of the fight with zombies, that's fine. Alright, so just healing up. Oh, I didn't realize I had it sped up. Oops. That's alright. Actually, no, I want this lord dead. Let's just stay on this guy. Oops, probably didn't need to do that. That's alright. Could have popped that if I wanted to. Oh, man, these things are killing my bats. No bats. What are these things doing? Get over here. Take them out. Creeping on him here. Right, let's see what else we got here. You guys are rallying back. Okay, so I think I should be able to run them down. These vampires are pretty fast, actually. Go ahead and heal my guy up to full while we're just hanging out. So I'm gonna lose some bats off of this, certainly. Okay, did we get him? We got him. Okay, got him. Got him, coach. Okay, so that should make the next auto-resolve pretty easy. Alright, so these guys are done. These guys are fast, though. Let's go over after these guys. Alright, so speed it up. Alright, so this is going to be the end of the episode after this fight. Just give you guys one manual fight here. It was okay. We lost some bats. That wasn't great, but I think we probably lost less with this than we would with auto-resolve. I'm not 100% about that, but let's try to run these guys down. Trying to get as many casualties as we can. It's okay if we don't kill off the entire battalion, but these bats are just an awesome cleanup crew against lightly armored, kind of slow units that are trying to run. Flogging them. It's probably some of your nightmares here, right? These things. Ah. That's great. Alright. I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and clean them up. They do have early fast units, and that's pretty cool, actually. So you can run all this stuff down. This is a luxury that the dwarves definitely do not enjoy. And in many respects, it's hard to do this with the orcs as well, because they don't get a lot of good cavalry units until kind of mid-game. These are tier 1 units. So vampires are very good at running down and cleaning up fights. Oh, it actually gave us decisive this time. Wow. We actually got a decisive victory on another fight that we dominated. Alright, a little extra dark magic. Got a rank. Definitely going for the dark magic. So they get to run away. Let us just get the skill. Living, and we'll just auto-resolve this. We should be able to just auto-resolve this. He doesn't have a lord, they just have a couple units. I mean, just barely scratched some stuff, that's fine. Ooh, we got like a bat back. Oh, Razor's Standard's actually really, really good. It's 10 extra armor piercing damage on anyone. I mean, you can put that on zombies if you want to. I wouldn't do that. You want to put it on something that has your highest attack power. But still, you know, putting it on skeletons or something like that, because there's 160 of them. I mean, that means they're all hitting for that extra 10 armor piercings. That's really, really good. We might even put that on like ghouls. We might put it on cryptors. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's an awesome standard. That's one of the better items, I think, that you can get in the game. That buffs up one of your units at least. Now, on something that goes berserk, oh, we'll put it on the Vargeist. That's it. Things that have a really high attack power that can go berserk, or whatever it's called. It's really, really good on those. Okay, so it's only 100. I think I'll take the 5 turns of leadership in case the dwarves show up here in a second. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Strike out!
We're probably going to be getting a rebellion almost every turn. In fact, no, we don't have enough movement left to raid. I was about to say we could raid our own territory here, just go ahead and get a fight next turn, and then we can just start farming a couple of fights. And that's not that exploitative, as I explained in the Orc and the Dwarf campaign. With the Dwarves, you can raid your own territory too, and if you guys aren't aware of this, it will give you negative 33 public order in your own territory. It doesn't cause any other problems with the undead or the dwarves. With the orcs, it stops all income generation in your own province, so you do not want to raid your own province that often unless it's very underdeveloped, so that you can't exploit the wall mechanic with the orcs. You can't just keep farming your own territory and get free WAs unless you want to lose a lot of money. So it is also not usually cost effective. So you saw that rebellion gave me, I don't remember, 800 or so gold, maybe a little bit less, but it's not cost effective, so you're still losing money. You're just not losing as much money. So if you just need to keep someone in an area because you know there's going to be a rebellion there anyways, as is the case here, where you're just waiting for an enemy army to come around and you just have just some extra units sitting around, you don't mind if they get a little dinged up, then just keep summoning rebellions. It gives you experience. It helps finance your army a little bit. Doesn't pay for all of it, but it pays for a little bit. And it gives you magical items. So it's a great option that's out there that I think not enough people know about. So that's just important to keep in mind as well. So I guess we'll just go ahead and walk into here and just heal up a little bit. Actually, we don't want to do that. Yeah, we do. Well, see, that's going to give us positive public order, and we don't want to sit here with positive public order like we want. Let's go right here and heal in this territory. There we go. So that way we still get some healing because this is corrupted. But now it's almost a rebellion. It's 2 turns for rebellion. So this is helpful. Okay. Thank you very much. As always, please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy the content and you want other people to come and enjoy the content as well. I would certainly appreciate it. And it's always a pleasure broadcasting for you. And I look forward to showing you guys some more gameplay footage next time. Have a wonderful evening.